guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I am calling this series of readings the Eclipse Edition. So, even though I'm focusing on the eclipses, which begin on the 14th of October and close out at the end of this month for the first series, whenever you come upon this reading, if it speaks to you, that's fine. It may be your message. All right. You can be here as a cross watcher. That's also fine. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. Please do. That's what helps me get the message out to others who really need to hear the message. And that's how you pay it forward. Okay. So like I said, we've got a new moon in Libra with a solar eclipse coming up on the 14th, followed by a full moon and lunar eclipse at the end of the month. And that will be in Taurus. So even still, this is a whole series of eclipses. This whole eclipse season will be guided by the Aries Libra polarity. And that's all about relationships, right? Me versus we. And so even though we already had the full moon in Aries, and so the next one will be in the sign of Taurus, it's still ruled by Venus. It's still matters of the heart. It's still relationship and love language focused. So keep that in mind. All right, I am pulling from Fortune Oracle to activate the reading. Oh, beautiful. Card 29, and 2 and 9 is 11. I love that synchronicity for you. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Yes. Hard times are over, Taurus. Be optimistic. Yeah, eclipses can be very powerful, and yet they sort of amplify what would already be occurring for the new moon. So the new moon in Libra, I forget what degree point it's at. I'll do a special reading for it in the next day or two. So be on the lookout for that. But whatever degree point it's occurring just tells you what, where to look in your chart. But the whole point is it's still relational. Okay, so whatever is coming through this reading is going to be amplified. It's a different spread than I normally do. Oh my goodness. So the first card of this spread is the energy signature for you for eclipse season. That's something you're working through, you and your beloved. There may be things that, have to be fine-tuned, focusing in on the details, and sort of sustained focus, okay? Coming up with creative solutions to any problems, etc. Something you can't see. Your person, and this is Taurus, by the way, your person is preoccupied with the construct of commitment, the vows we make and take in life and relationships, and what it means to them, what their beliefs are about it, and how can they best be true to themselves. Now, something that's coming to light here, Queen of Pentacles, could be your response to that. The Queen of Pentacles is a feminine archetype of a life partner, and rules the roost. Definitely looking at life from something more stable, grounded, predictable, all the ducks being in a row. I like this Queen of Pentacles as something coming to light because it feels like a call and response. Your person, what you can't see is that they're processing those constructs, and then what's coming to light is your presentation as somebody who sees themselves as a life partner in this connection. What is being amplified? Wow, divine masculine energy. That sort of tells me that divine masculine is ruling through this eclipse. What we need to release, King of Swords. Okay, so what needs to be released is this overthinking, and the King of Swords wants to do the right thing, but sometimes they kind of, in response to that, they don't say a lot, and they're all up in their head. They're very strategic. They're not very much down in their heart chakra. And as a result, it can come across cold, aloof, distant, not real warm and fuzzy. So we want to release that energy, not just from you, but from the connection in general. And what needs to be embraced? The love. Okay, so this is an offer. Knights make offers. And it feels to me like what's coming from your heart? What's coming from their heart? So because I read for relationships, we're letting go of the cool, distant, aloof. I'm a mystery in a riddle, wrapped in a riddle. Yeah, no. We need to kind of come forward, put our heart on our sleeves with nothing to hide, because you're both in a phase of contemplating the future and your connection to each other. I like it. And remember, you got the star here. So let's start with the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I'm going to move all this over a little bit. I have extra room. Steady as she goes. I do feel this is all taking time, just so we're clear that world card is Saturn, and Saturn rules Capricorn, which is an earth sign. So we have Pentacle, 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 Pentacle. This is the energy signature of this eclipse season for you is not going to be like being shot out of a cannon. You're going into a different wormhole where things kind of are processed over time, very slowly and methodically, closing out cycles that no longer serve you, so a new cycle can come in, and there we have new beginning energy, offers coming in, but not unless or until the two of you can work through the challenges. And there are challenges, as there are in any connection, but it feels to me like there's a real grounded approach. I love that this card is also earth energy, as is the we have all the earth energy here for you. So the Hierophant in something you can't see. Let's see what your person is working through. Oh, yes. So they've got a lot of manifestation going for them in terms of they want a connection that's balanced and reciprocal, and they want to be available for that. So it's almost like there's some anticipation of that. Now, if you're a cross watcher, let's say you're a cross watcher, this would be the Taurus person that you're watching for. If you're here as the Taurus, yeah, it could still kind of come through reversed. So you're just going to have to take it as it resonates for you. This is general for the collective, so it's coming through differently for everybody. But whoever is in this position feels to me like they're really kind of searching their beliefs around commitment, the need for reciprocity, equal give and take. They want to be available for that. They want to have something to offer. And yet it's being manifested, and with the Three of Wands, which is also a card of manifestation, but it's more like, okay, I've set this all in motion. Two of Wands, the Magician, and now I'm anticipating it coming in and being delivered. So let's see something coming to light here with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you may be undecided. Things may be up in the air. There may be a little bit of confusion, especially because there may be some risk assessment. The Fool is normally about the new beginning, the taking a leap. It's a grand new adventure. And but yet the Fool, because it's coming through from the bottom of the deck, which is our unconscious awareness, it's sort of like, well, what are the risks involved here? And that's why I'm saying you want this life partnership, but you've got a lot to process, a lot to consider, a lot of options, and you're unsure of, you're kind of just maybe feeling torn, and you're on the fence a little bit about whether or not this is a good risk to take. That's why I'm saying the whole signature, the energy signature for you for this eclipse is go slow, work through the problems as they come, close out that old cycle, and then the new beginning comes in. Well, that was kind of ready-made. All right. What is being amplified for you here with this Emperor? I know. They get it. They know. Yes, there are fears lurking in the shadows. Of course there are. This person, what's going to be amplified is their awareness of your need to hear from their heart, right? That's why we're releasing the cool, aloof, distant, I'm going to be a man of mystery. Yeah, no, and I'm going to come from my heart. They're aware that even in the smallest of ways, you need to know how they feel. So there you are. You're the Queen of Pentacles. I love this. Now with the Devil there in unconscious awareness, it's kind of what's, to me, it feels like the elephant in the room, but we don't talk about it, which is egoic resistance and fear, which is what's happening right here. Which is why you're like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Can I trust this? I don't know. Maybe this is too risky, because Taurus, especially if you're here as the Taurian, don't like risk. Okay? It's a sure thing or it's nothing. But I get the impression that whoever this person is, they kind of know that resistance or fear, egoic resistance lurks with you. And that's why they're aware that what needs to be amplified are their true feelings for you. And yes, their vision of a future that's more reciprocal and more committed. Woohoo! Hallelujah. So let's see what we're releasing here. Right. Because when somebody is distant, aloof, and a little bit mysterious, we go to dark places. So what has to come to an end is that lack of, what's the word I want to use? Like being an open book. When someone is a closed book, we kind of think they're up to no good. And it sends us to a weird decision-making place because we have to then trust ourselves. We have to trust that we're a good judge of character. And if you're anything like yours truly, you've had experience after experience after experience where, you know, it's like stepping on the rake. And you're like, well, I kind of thought I was a good judge of character. Maybe not so much. You know what? You learn as you go and you grow. And judgment of character is sort of like looking in the mirror. And, you know, some days we look in the mirror and we say, yeah, I'm a good human being and my intentions are good. You know, my delivery can be off now and then, but that's not for any kind of insidious effort on my part. I try to do the best that I can, especially with those that I say that I care about and that I love. But sometimes things get lost in translation because we're all different people. So what I'm seeing here is what needs to be released is what needs to be released. It needs to kind of be left on the cutting room floor. Is the lack of trust of someone's intentions because they're not forward and present with every little thought and feeling that they have. The Two of Swords underneath is telling you it's a crossroads moment. And you may not always see things and come at things from the same position. You may bump up against each other. This Two of Swords can be sort of, you know, yes, it's a crossroads, but it's also, you know, sometimes alternative, like their view, your view, how you present, how they present. And what does that tell you about how much you have to work through? So I'm seeing it in a positive light, releasing that that air of, if this person doesn't tell me everything they think or feel, then they can't be trusted. That's not true. That's not true. But by the same token, if a person has a feeling for you, they should share it, even in the smallest of ways. Even in the smallest of ways, somebody can show you that they care and that they're being sincere. So, what needs to be embraced? Yeah. Not giving up on this. I want to make progress. I want to overcome our obstacles. Yes, perseverance from both of you. These two cards are cards of perseverance, overcoming obstacles, because the feelings are there. The feelings are there. And that's when you really kind of move forward by leaps and bounds. And that's the expansion and the amplification of an eclipse. It like shoots us through the wormhole really fast. Once we realize what we need to release, and what the antidote is to that is, I'm not giving up on this. I'm going to share how I feel, even if I'm vulnerable. There's the only way out is through here. So really lovely reading for you here, Taurus, honestly. We've got the King of Swords is Aquarian energy. Death is Scorpio. We have Virgo in the Knight of Pentacles. Saturn, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. We have Taurus right here in the Hierophant. Mercury shows up. That's Virgo and Gemini. Capricorn, again, in the Queen of Pentacles. And she's out twice. So we see Capricorn a lot here. Actually, a fourth time here. The Fool is Aquarius. So we've got some Aquarius running. Aries in the Emperor. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in that Page of Cups. Knight of Cups is Pisces. We've got some Leo here in the Strength card and Cancerian energy in the Chariot. Really beautiful reading. If this is speaking to you, meet me in the extended. I'm going to continue this reading from your person's point of view. So let's see where they stand for this eclipse season. Okay? Thanks for joining me. The link is in the description box below. Bye for now.